Hello guys and welcome back to the Cozy Jungle. So one of the age-old questions that we tend to ask in the houseplant community is, should you water the plants from the top of the soil or from the bottom? Now, the truth of the matter is that it doesn't actually matter. In the grand scheme of things, as long as it's well watered, it doesn't really matter. I think the major question to ask yourself is, how much water should you be giving your plants? Now, all of them are very different depending on where they are based from, where they originated from. Some need a full saturation, whereas some only need a certain percentage. So it's important to identify how much water you're actually getting in, but it doesn't necessarily matter. As you can see, most of the water I put at the bottom, and that's absolutely fine. But in some cases, especially with my birds of paradise, I do it from the top. And again, that's absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong with you doing that. And in most of the plants, I will do exactly the same thing. Some of them I do from the bottom, some of them I do from the top. Just because of convenience, whether or not I can actually reach them. Make sure that you're putting feed in as well every so often, depending on what type of plant it is, but they will always continue to grow and to flourish. So what I'd recommend if you're ever unsure as to how much water you should be giving it or whether it actually needs a water, is you can use things like the moisture meter. You can buy them in any garden centre. There are plenty of them. You can probably get them on Amazon as well. But it's just a nice, easy way of you knowing where to prod it into, at what depth, and to also make sure that there's enough moisture in the soil and whether or not you should be watering that plant a little bit more. It's a simple and easy way of you being able to know how much water you should be putting in and whether or not it actually needs it. So definitely get yourself one of these. It's nice and straightforward to use. So although it's a very short video, at least you now know it doesn't actually matter whether or not water is placed at the top or at the bottom to water your plants. The main thing is you know how much you're meant to be putting in there and whether or not you know it's actually dry or not. And you can use things like the moisture meter as a great way of identifying that. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share, and let's get the Cozy Jungle into as many houses as we can.